We just happened to be rowing today to kind of make a spectacle of this, and that's the awareness piece. But the truth of it is, the most important thing is we're here to raise funds for the Special Olympics, and on top of that, you're getting an amazing opportunity to get to know some of these athletes, and they'll change your life. They'll teach you how to love people. They'll teach you how to not have enemies. They'll teach you how to have no reservations with your work ethic. Every single day, these guys show up, and they're not limited by this thought process or this thought of, man, this might be difficult. I've had a lot of people this week come to me with concern. A marathon? Like, we're going to do a marathon? That's a lot of meters. And I could tell James or Chris or whoever to row a marathon by themselves, and they'd say, okay. No matter how conditioned they were, or no matter what the movement is, if I tell them to do it, they believe they can do it. And I think that's a very valuable piece that a lot of you, if you take the time to meet some of these guys, that you'll get to kind of take with you and start to kind of diagnose what it is that's allowing them to do this, and how you can start to implement that into your life. So please do me a favor, and if you get the chance to meet some of these Special Olympic athletes, you take the time to introduce yourself. They might actually beat you to it. I would not be shocked if these guys end up knowing every single one of your names, and you walk out of here with about five or six high fives apiece. But they don't even know you yet, and they love you. I think we're really blind to how society is looking at and treating some of these young men and women. I'll probably cry saying this. We pull sled on a regular basis down 12th Street, and I get people that'll hang out their windows and they'll yell, really hurtful. I'm sorry. They'll yell really hurtful things, and you think, like, there's no way that people really act like this and think like this. And then I kind of step back for a second, and I think about where I was before I knew some of these guys. And I would have thoughts like that. I would think negative things, I'd think bad things, I'd make jokes, and it never affected me, and it made sense to me until I met these guys. And when you meet them, you realize that they are everything that we are not. I can't even really put into words how beautiful and how gifted they are. So whenever I hear I'm not disappointed by the words disabled or challenged or special. That's not an issue. I think they are just not getting the recognition for how amazing and how beautiful their heart and their mind is. And I don't know a lot about Down syndrome or special needs, but if that's disabled, then we have a lot of problems, because they're doing everything right. Don't get a big head. All right, so please take the time to get to know some of these guys and use this as an opportunity to help develop your mind and your heart in a way that is truly going to make a difference in our community. All right, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to affect Quincy, Illinois, in our area, and hopefully, if we do this right, we can start to make this spread, and we can get out of our community a little bit. But for right now, we need to change Quincy, Illinois. We need to change our hearts. We need to change the way that we think and the way that we treat people, and we need to change some of our morals and our ethics. And if you get the opportunity to hang out with him, you're going to learn little bits and pieces of what it is that you need to do it sounds really cliche, but to truly make a difference. All right, so break it down, focus on it, assess it, and try to implement the way that they're treating you. All right, because you could hang out your window and yell the worst thing ever 10 times in a row, and then these guys are still going to be waiting for you to give you a hug and tell you that they love you. And that's really hard to do, but they make it look really easy. So start to figure out what it is that they're doing right. And it's all about this. And maybe I don't know anything about Down syndrome. I just train these guys. Maybe it's a product of the disability of Down syndrome. I don't know. I don't care. But either way, they have something that is amazing, and it's a gift. So please take that chance to meet some of these guys and have an intimate, personal conversation with them.